Jonah walks through the busy streets of his hometown, buying bread, greeting people. Suddenly, God's voice speaks. Long ago, in the land of Israel, lived a prophet named Jonah. One day, God spoke to him with a command that would change his life forever.
Jonah, go to the great city of Nineveh. Tell them to turn from their evil ways, or they will be destroyed.
Jonah freezes, then frowns.
Nineveh? Those people? No way. They deserve punishment, not mercy.
Instead of obeying, Jonah made a decision to run.
Jonah flees to Joppa. Jonah rushes through the streets, reaching the port city of Joppa. He sees a ship preparing to sail.
Where's this ship headed?
Tarshish, the farthest west you can go.
Jonah tosses him a bag of coins.
Perfect, I'm coming with you.
The storm begins. Jonah rests on the ship as it sails. Suddenly, dark clouds gather. The wind howls, waves crash violently. But God sent a mighty storm upon the sea. The ship creaked, and the sailors were afraid.
We're sinking. Everyone, pray to your gods.
Jonah, surprisingly, is asleep below deck. Jonah is confronted. Sailors wake Jonah, yelling.
Wake up! Call on your God or we'll die!
Jonah knew the storm was because of him, because he had run from God.
Throw me into the sea, then the storm will stop.
What? We can't do that.
But as the storm grew worse, they had no choice. The sailors hesitate, then toss Jonah into the raging sea. Immediately, the storm stops. Silenced, Jonah sinks into the ocean, bubbles rising. Suddenly, a huge shadow looms behind him. Jonah looks up, just as a massive fish swallows him whole. Everything goes dark. But God had a plan. He sent a great fish to swallow Jonah, keeping him alive for 3 days and 3 nights. Inside, Jonah stumbles in the slimy darkness.
Oh, gross, this is the worst day of my life.
Jonah sighs, wipes slime off his face. Inside the belly of the fish, Jonah had nowhere to run. So he did the only thing he could. He prayed.
God, I was wrong. I ran from you, but I see now that I can't escape. Please, save me.
After 3 days, the fish suddenly lurches, and Jonah is vomited onto a beach.
Ugh, that was disgusting.
And once again, God spoke to Jonah.
Go to Nineveh.
Okay, I'll go.
Nineveh is huge, filled with loud, rough people. Jonah looks nervous but starts preaching.
In 40 days, Nineveh will be destroyed unless you repent.
To Jonah's shock, the people listened. The king removes his robe, sits in ashes.
Everyone must fast. We must turn from evil. Maybe God will show mercy.
And when God saw their hearts, he forgave them. Jonah sits outside the city, arms crossed.
I knew you'd forgive them. This is why I ran away.
Jonah was angry that God showed mercy. God makes a plant grow, shading Jonah. He smiles until the next day when a worm eats the plant and Jonah is angry again.
Jonah, you cared about a plant. Shouldn't I care about an entire city of people?
And Jonah finally understood. God's mercy is for everyone. Scene fades out as Jonah looks toward Nineveh, thoughtful. Jonah ran from God, but God never gave up on him. And just as God showed mercy to Nineveh, he offers mercy to us all, if we turn to him. The end.